Hey, fifth grade, welcome to your first flipped class. And this class is what is the flipped classroom. Because I think most of you don't know what the flipped classroom is. And so in this movie, you're going to learn what the flipped classroom is, and it's your job to write down a definition of what is the flipped classroom. Well, first you might be saying, why are we flipping our classrooms? So I got these two images, and so here's traditional teaching, where the teacher in the red is standing in front of students and teaching blah, 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 like lecturing. And this can often result in students not being fully engaged, like this girl here who's sat asleep. So this is a reason why people are flipping their classroom. It's to actually help kids become more engaged in what they're doing. And at home, sometimes homework can be frustrating. Let's say you didn't understand the lesson and you didn't know what was going on and it was going too fast and you just couldn't, you couldn't keep up, or I was talking too fast and I didn't know you needed to go a little slower. So sometimes you can feel great and this girl looks like she's doing okay, but sometimes you can feel kind of not so good about homework. And so one of the reasons we're doing this is to make homework easier for you, and I hope you're happy about that. So this is how it works. In the flipped classrooms, students watch the lessons at home. So in your notebooks, you might want to write in the flipped classrooms, students watch the lessons at home. You're going to have we talked about having access to the internet because the lessons are online. It's nice to have a set of headphones. You don't have to, but if you can't do your homework at home, when you come into school, I will have a set of headphones for you. So you do your lessons at home. After you watch the lesson, and even while you're watching the lesson, you're going to summarize what you saw. So we call this process WSQ, or watch, summarize, and question. I'd like you to stop this movie right now. Press pause at the very bottom with the two lines going up and down. I'd like you to write that down. WSQ means watch, summarize, and question. So I'm going to let you pause and watch. And then we're going to go on to the next slide. If they didn't understand something, the student can actually rewind the teacher. You could rewind me, and you could watch the lesson all over again. So this helps the students that want to see it again. They didn't quite get part of it. Maybe they didn't get a definition down, and they just didn't stop the video, and now, oh my gosh, I've got to go get that vocabulary term. So one of the benefits is that it can go at your speed. So in your notebook, you can write down, I can rewind my teacher if you need to, and you can listen to the lesson again. Well, then what happens in school? So the next day in school, students will work on the new skill and get as much help as they need. So the traditional homework is now done in school with no lecturing. So when you come in school, I'm going to have looked at your notebooks, and I'm going to have to see what you understood about the lesson. And you need to ask me a question if you don't understand something, and that's going to let me know and Anita know where do we need to work today? What do you need to work on? Was the lesson super easy? Well, then I might give you some harder material. And if the lesson was too hard, well, then we might back it up a little bit and go back and learn the previous steps. So in your notebooks, you need to write, homework is now done in school, like the traditional homework. I won't be lecturing you in math. I won't be standing in front of you in math, teaching and wah, 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 wah. So, and I actually have a video on that. So just to summarize, if you need to, this can be part of your summary if you'd like to add any of these. At home, the students watch the lessons. They can rewind the lessons as often as they need to. The teacher has more time to help the students in class. And the lessons are always available, especially before tests. I've had students that go back to a lesson that they know they were weak in, and they can go watch it as many times as they'd like. So, the sound of my voice. I wonder if my teacher ever gets tired of saying wah, 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 wah all day long. And if any of you, I hope this link works. We're going to take it to YouTube, and it's a Charlie Brown video. I grew up with Charlie Brown, and I loved him. But his teacher didn't really speak. She just made these noises, which I think you'll hear. So a lot of your parents had grown up, but do you see the little girl, Patty, Peppermint Patty? She was just falling asleep because the teacher just going wah, 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 wah. So that's what we don't want. So that's it. That's the flipped classroom. It is turning the traditional classroom model on its head. You will not be on your head like these people, but hopefully you will have a great time. And I think it's way better way to teach. And I hope you write down a question right now. If your parents have a question, I'd love for them to write down a question. If you don't have access to the computer, I told you this morning that you'll come in first thing and I'll have a headset for you, or I'll send you the tech lab and you can get your video done there. I try to keep my videos under 7 minutes. I found out from last year that was about maximum that kids wanted to hear from me. So that's it, kids. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, and we're going to flip our classroom tomorrow night. So you will have your first math lesson tomorrow night. See you soon. Bye.